Choose wisely.
Here we are now in the round of 16s here for
Puppet Master.
this Gamereplays 11th Han tournament. And here we have POL versus QCO. It ranked a seeded 8th and a seeded 9 team battling it out here. So we are going to see a good game here. Let's go to the bans and picks now as we see POL banning Pestilence, Keeper of the Forest, and Accursed, and QCO banning Hellbringer, Jeriziah, and Sand Wraith. So they're taking out carries and mostly support, it looks like. And now for the picks, here we go. POL, Plague Rider, Corrupted Disciple, Soul Reaper, Demented Shaman, and Magebane. And for QCO, we see Puppet Master, Andromeda, Hammerstorm, Pyromancer, and Pharaoh is going to be that last pick there. Last game we saw POL kind of dominate there with that Soul Reaper, and they pretty much dominated. It looks like they're going to have to switch Corrupted for Puppet Master, and they picked up D-Sham as well there, switching, looks like Pandemonium to Magebane here. So that's going to be their carry here, is going to be that Magebane. But as we saw last game, Soul Reaper was a carry there for them, so we're going to see how that works. And now we go to this quality control team on the Hellborn side. Puppet Master, Andromeda, Pharaoh, Hammerstorm, and Pyro. We've seen this team use this Andromeda before here against Poker Stars in their first appearance on Gamereplay. So it's going to be interesting to see if they do that same strategy here against POL. The roaming Andromeda just kind of dominated that Poker Stars team and just threw them out of their early game and costed them a late game. And now here we're going to see the push power here from Hammerstorm and Puppet. It looks like Puppet is going to be their carry. Pyromancer and Andromeda sort of just supporting with their damage. And here we go now. Here we are on the loading screens. The game is underway now. I don't know about this QCO team. I'm not sure if that HL Pone is a ringer, like a last minute ringer, or if he's actually part of the team, but we'll see how he does. We'll see the teamwork here. This is a seeded match, 8 versus 9 once again, so it will be a good match here. There shouldn't be any rolls. And here we go now. Let's see. Let's get some lane distribution here. Courier coming from Andromeda, wards coming from Pyro for that Hellborn side, and let's take a look to the Legion here. Observer wards for Plague Rider. He's got 4 observer wards, and let's see who did get that courier here. Let's take a look. Possibly Corrupted. I'm gonna have to say Corrupted got that chicken. And 4 Legion players now moving into this forest here. We might see a first blood on this bottom rune as Pyro's going in there alone, only assisted by Hammers. So let's take a look here. And here we go now. Wards coming up here from both teams, something we didn't see last game. And my cameraman has informed me that D-Sham bought the courier for this Legion side, so we'll just say thank you there. And now we're waiting for this first rune here. 2 players apiece for the Hellborn on each rune, and 4 Legion players in this bottom forest. And now they're moving sort of top, getting to their lanes here. Let's take a look now. Hammerstorm and Pyro now fully moving in on this. The rune's top. Hellborn's going to grab that. That's going to be a haste for Pharaoh. And there he goes now. He's going mid. So Pharaoh's going to be their solo mid here. So it's going to be... Let's take a look here. But it looks like we might have a first blood here. Magebane moving into position on Pyro. Here comes D-Sham around. And the ward just going down from Pyro to prevent creep pulling and creep spawns there in that bottom creep well. So that's also going to grant them sight down there as well. So now here we have middle. Pharaoh versus Soul Reaper. That's going to be interesting because any damage Pharaoh can dish out, Soul Reaper's just going to instantly heal that back up and just kind of sort of tank Pharaoh early game, so to speak. And now here we go top. There's the ward there from the Legion to prevent them from creep spawns up top. Puppet and Andromeda versus Corrupted and Plague. That's a nasty little combo there. Corrupted dishing out a lot of damage early with his electric wave, and Plague just with the slow. Here we go. There's the first stun there from Andromeda. The hold from Plague. They're just auto-attacking now. There it is. Andromeda might go down here, escaping 103 HP. He will be forced to eat it. Corrupted not taking too much damage there. Almost a first blood though on Andromeda. He did go down there pretty quick, and that's the damage you see from this combo. Corrupted just lasering down that Andromeda, and then Plague with the nuke to just kind of slow him up a little bit. And down bottom, we see Magebane and Dsham clearly doing some damage on Hammerstorm and Pyro, taking him down quite a bit of health already. And see there's the heal we're talking about. Soul Reaper just healing, killing creep waves, killing Pharaoh early, and just pushing this tower already, bringing it down quite a bit there, a little bit there. And now bottom, we see we might have a first blood here on Pyro. There's Magebane's Void. Here it comes. There it is. The Legion's going to snag that kill instead, so no first blood there just yet. Almost got that kill there on Brown. That was Pyromancer who went down to the Legion, so it's going to give a little bit of extra gold to all of the Legion players there. Not too much, though. It is early. No, not too many items. No kill streaks or anything. So we'll see how that progresses now, as Hammerstorm's going to pull away a little bit in EXP, but at the same time Pyromancer is behind in EXP at the same time. And here we go now, Dsham moving in for that illusion rune. Hellborn spotting it though, as they see it with that ward there by Pone. And he's going to send his illusions into lane there. And they're going to know that it's just trickery because they do have these wards perfectly placed here. And let's see how Pharaoh is doing here mid against this Soul Reaper combo. Well, apparently he is out-leveling him, so, and we see his Snot there on cooldown. That Tormented Soul is on cooldown, so he has been using it apparently to harass and just bring down creep waves. And here comes the Dshams now into the bottom lane here. We might see another gank here, maybe going to try and officially grab that first blood, but it's just the images going in now just to get auto attacks on Pyro and harass him up a little bit. No first blood yet. We haven't seen sort of a difference in play. We've seen strong play so far by both sides. Only 3 minutes in though. But here we go. Here's the first blood on Dsham. It looks like Pyro's auto attack is going to bring him down. So Pyro coming back from that death is going to instantly get a kill. And it looks like they're going to try and bring down Magebane. Magebane blinking away. And Hammerstorm and Pyro getting that first blood there on that yellow side. That is Dsham bringing him down. So there's the first blood there for the Hellborn. That's going to give him a tiny advantage as for Pyro, as he did go down there, so that will sort of level out his playing field as far as that goes. Not too much action going on here top, both just like hitting their ranged creep kills and denies here. Let's see how they're doing here. But Pyro down bottom now. Here's the stun. Magebane getting away though, nothing too big. As we saw Pyro blow his stun there to try and get a kill. Magebane forced to be by himself until Dsham can return to that bottom lane there. And let's see here now on creep kills. Hammerstorm is topping the boards here with 15 so far in 4 minutes in. So there we go there. And now mid, Pharaoh down quite a bit of low HP, but he is level 5, so he is staying alive against this Soul Reaper tag combo. Soul Reaper's aura now, as he did get the aura, is going to slowly just bring Pharaoh down. Let's see what's going on here bottom. We see some confrontation, and it looks like Pyro's going to escape with a little bit of health. He's forced to use another potion, and there's a gank up top there on Pink. That kill's going to go for Corrupted Disciple up top there. Pink being Puppet Master going down. That's their carry. They need him to farm though, so we'll see how that goes for them late game. Andromeda looks like he's stacking stats with his stun, as his Comet is level 2, but no other skill. So he is doing stats and Comet only. But he so far hasn't been roaming at all, which is not, I wouldn't say not normal, but we did see it very used against that Poker Stars team a few tournaments ago, and we're not seeing it now. So, and here comes a stun now there on Puppet, on Plague, sorry, and Puppet using his hold to save Andro. Andro making it away 20 HP, and Puppet making it away with 200 HP, sort of just sneaking out there. Now the Legion's Courier, you see now with a Winged Courier, that's going to bring Soul Reaper his early power supply, so he is farming a little bit. He's going to have some extra mana and health regen, as he is going to have to use that against Pharaoh, who just keeps snotting him, I'm going to guess. And Pharaoh with his ulti over Soul Reaper. Soul Reaper might try an early gank here, as all he needs to do probably is use his little nuke heal there, get an auto attack, and then ulti might bring down Pharaoh, but we'll see how that goes there, and we'll see if anything happens now. Puppet now alone in that top lane, gonna get some farm as Andro goes back to base to heal and mana up, and just return to that lane to help him out. I think the thing that's keeping him from roaming right now is that just that powered lane up there is sort of keeping him from roaming. And now we see this Legion team doing a creep pull bottom as the ward ran. Oh no, the Ward of Revelation gave him a kill there on the Hellborn's ward, allowed him to bring it down. But Hammerstorm is alone now. Here we go now. Pyro in that Hellborn Forest. Andro returning to lane now, but here they go mid now. Corrupted Disciple with a regen. He's going to use that spell to sort of just use his extra regen, maybe use a spell or two. but nothing too big yet, as now we see Pyro's going to do a creep pull here. Andro